Alrighty. Well, I'm Kevin Quinn. This is Zach Rufo with the Satnick Real Estate, and welcome to our podcast, Down the Shore. New year, new venture. We have some things cooking. This is essentially episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Here from our Lower Township office in the Villas, North Cape May area. One of our 3 locations down here. It's gorgeous outside today. It's perfect winter day. Mid-40s, sun shining, a little bit of a breeze, not too bad.
I think it's a nice, crisp winter day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's beautiful. These are the kind of days that make you look forward to summer. Get us out of the gray mess of the winter down here. Studio's looking pretty good. Under construction a little bit here, but not too bad. It's a work in progress. Always changing, always evolving.
Yeah, shout out to Connor for putting the work in, the producer.
Connor, yeah, absolutely, man. This is cool. This is a good setup.
And obviously the big boss, Todd, for giving us his blessing.
Giving us the platform here
To do this.
Absolutely. This is cool. This is exciting. Something new.
So we're excited to see the way that the studio works out. We have a couple things in the plans moving forward. But, like we said, we're under construction. And just like the way the market is down here, this is my segue here. Talk about some new construction. Yeah, we've been blessed as a company to to benefit from a ton of new construction within the company, individually as well. I think that new construction is something that provides opportunity for obviously agents, but also the buyers as well as the sellers who many times end up being the developer of the project. You've had some experience with new construction this year?
Yeah, did my first new construction deal this year. It was really nice. It was an experience for me, a good learning experience. It was really cool to see it go from, some dirt on the ground to, the end result of a full-blown home that, the family, kids running around, enjoying it, actually see it come full circle. It was really cool. There was when we had gone through one of the first times with the buyers, who I represented the buyers, we had gone through and it was cool. We were sitting down and the wife was showing me her vision board on Pinterest. This is what this is going to look like. That's what that's going to look like. I like this colors. I think this is going to be here. Our table's going to be there. And, it was just rough. Electric, plumbing, studs on the wall, wood floor at that point. And when they finally came back, when it was finally complete, we were doing one of the final walkthroughs to see the look on, their faces, specifically the wife's face when they came in. It was really cool. It was a really cool full circle moment. It was just a good feeling to see, somebody's vision come to life almost better than they anticipated.
There's some new construction numbers that are going up in North Wildwood that are mind-boggling.
I know you guys have a couple under wraps coming up.
Yeah, I mean
we're up relatively soon.
Super excited about that. When you're dealing with some townhomes, but there's some new construction single family that's clipping at numbers that I never imagined to see. In the Wildwoods. Yeah, and then that is you start to see that. The numbers elevating over in Cape May. Then you start to see Stone Harbor, Avalon numbers, and it's just really interesting to see how the market begins to settle, and truly how the market kind of piggybacks. Each town kind of piggybacks off the next.
That I agree, and I think that's one of the beautiful things about the southern Jersey Shore area here is that there's something for everybody.
Yeah, it's incredibly diverse. Not to continue to talk about the same idea there, but you have numbers in Avalon and Stone Harbor that are super, super elevated. You have numbers in Cape May and Cape May Point that are lower than Stone Harbor, Avalon. And then you have the Wildwoods kind of somewhere in between.
In the middle.
Yeah, and because of that, there is something for everybody.
There is.
You have your $10 million dune beach home in Avalon, all the way down to your small 1 or 2 bedroom condo. You know, and there's something obviously for everybody in between. You know, that's the beauty of being down here. You have your opportunity to you know, take your kids to the boardwalk. You have
There's
your
something for everybody.
to spend the day on the beach. You have your opportunity to go fishing all day. You have your opportunity to, you know, sit in a corner bar if that's what you like to do.
All of them are equally as acceptable as the next.
Yeah.
And you'll definitely find a crowd for whatever you want to do. You can definitely find yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you could, you know, go out into Cape May Point and feel like you're in
Million
some
miles
throwback nature kind of beach town, a mile or two away from the bustling sounds of the boardwalk and the Ferris wheel. And, you know, it's just there's areas to get away, hide out, and find your little niche, you know?
So I'm not originally from here. I'm a transplant. Been here for a little bit now, but you were born and raised here. What's your take on the biggest difference from when you were younger to now?
Sure. Well, there's two. Square footage is the first difference. You know, growing up, you had if a house was 2,000 square foot, it was a huge house, and that usually meant it was a renovation done to a small beach cottage at some point, you know, and then somebody put like a second floor on and added a couple
Little
bedrooms
addition.
or something. Yeah. Now 2,000 square foot is, you know, is small. You see that in townhouses. You know, you have 4,000 square foot homes that are
New construction.
yeah, and that are going up, and everybody's 3 floors. You know, so that's the biggest one. The other thing I think that is totally different and is a benefit for anybody that's coming down here is the length of the season and then shoulder seasons. You know, when I was growing up, it was a Memorial Day to Labor Day. And that didn't matter if you were in Cape May, the Wildwoods, Stone Harbor, Avalon, Sea Isle. It was Memorial Day to Labor Day. Maybe you got a couple weeks on either side of that. Now you can ask people what's the best time to be down here, and people tell you it's September, October, November.
Yeah.
You
the
know,
fall.
it starts up again in March. So your shoulder seasons are extended. You know, you get a solid 7-8 months of activity down here. Cape May, in fact, you know, with the exception of maybe January, it's pretty much year round. There's something going on all the time. The whole winery and brewery thing as well. I heard somebody refer to that as alco-tourism. Thought that was pretty neat explanation for it. But it really has stimulated
the economy down here.
The economy for sure.
It's definitely a big thing down here. I mean, you can go to any of these places. You go Cape May Brewery, Willow Creek Winery, any Saturday, you know, and you didn't know what day it was. As long as the sun's shining, it could have been the middle of the summer.
Yeah, for sure. We went out one night to Mudhen. It was right before Christmas. I think it was like maybe a week or two before Christmas. And it looked like it was a July Saturday outside. Nice heaters lit up for Christmas. There were people hanging out the windows of the place.
I had a conversation last week. A couple people I know we work with in the hospitality industry down here, specifically Cape May, and they said that their numbers for certain weekends in December gave July weekends a run for their money.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is wild to think that, you know, almost in the dead of winter, you know, they're doing the same numbers that they're doing in the middle of July when it's the high season. Typical high season down here.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, a bonus to anybody that's taking the risk of opening up a business, establishing a business, trying to think of other revenue streams. You know, you have these like kind of niche kind of marketing in some of these establishments, definitely throughout the fall and the holiday season. You know, some of them really do it right, and they attract a draw. I give a lot of props to people that are putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, if you can come up with something unique, excuse me, something unique, and you put the time in, you know, back to the diversity of the crowd down here. If you can put out a good product, you're gonna get customers, and the authenticity shines right through in stuff like that. People definitely see it. They definitely pick it up. And, they come down here for some kind of an escape to see things differently than they normally would.
Yeah, one of the things that I really believe is unique to South Jersey Shore, Cape May County specific, is the amount of support that visitors and locals alike will give to people that are trying something new. You like you said, you put out a good product business wise, people are going to support you. Mm-hmm. I think you have an opportunity to do that too with like social media marketing, and you can kind of get a following.
More people now than ever before.
But people give everybody a shot, and if your product is good and it's lively and you're nice to people are going to come and they're going to check you out.
And I completely agree. People are creatures of habit in general, but if you can put out a good product and you can weather the storm for a year, 2 years down here of riding it out and building your business, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as you're putting it out. You know who I think is a great example of that? Santucci's, North Wildwood. They came in. People are creatures of habit when they come down here. Yeah. They want to go to the same places that they've always gone to.
They want their Sams. They want their Macs.
They want their Sams. They want their Macs. They want the A&LP because it's what they've done for the last 50 years when they came down here with their parents and their grandparents and everything else. New guy comes into town. He's got to break into the market. Stays open in the winter, rides it out, grinds it out, and he's doing very well, very successful. His family is. Yeah,
staying open through the winter is great for locals. It's like you stayed open for us when there was nobody really down here during the quiet times. So we're going to support you. The other thing with Santucci's, and obviously so many other establishments down here and professionals, they give back to the community tremendously.
They do.
I've been at events where people are donating food, completely donating food or beverage to whatever the community event is. And that's another thing that personally I respect when somebody's willing to not just take, but also give back. That's a huge thing, and I think that's a very unique thing about this area
where we are.
Yeah.
Small town living, at its best.
Yep.
Sometimes it's a double-edged sword, but more times than not, it's very good.
You got to take the good with the bad.
Take the good. That's life. Yeah. You take the good with the bad. Absolutely. Yeah. So you have a birthday today. Happy birthday. We didn't touch on that.
Thank you. I was wondering if that was going to come up.
Yeah, it's absolutely. So what's on the agenda? I know we have our company party tomorrow night.
I'm going to turn that into my birthday party.
That's what I was trying to get them to put it on the flyer instead of the Desatnik Real Estate holiday party. Come celebrate Kevin Quinn, but I couldn't.
They didn't go for that. No.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, you know.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah. So we'll listen to Todd give his spiel, and then we'll celebrate my party.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what else you have planned? Anything good?
Nah, just spend some time with the family tonight. Have the party tomorrow. Root for the Birds on Sunday.
Hopefully that'll be 3 good days.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do this Sunday.
Well, look, it can't be much worse than what they've been doing.
That's true.
So we'll you know what? They're in the playoffs. You don't become. They've had a lot of problems right now, and I think it goes back to the play calling. But you don't win 10 games by being a bad team.
No, they were squeaking wins out, and there's 2 sides of that argument. One side is they're barely winning games. The other argument, which I had, was but they're winning the games. They're finding ways to win.
That's what the good teams do.
Recently, they're not finding ways to win. So hopefully Sunday they can fix that against the Giants. I would like to see them not sit their starters, and I think they need to get some momentum going into the first round of the playoffs.
I agree.
Because there's no bye. Unless
they still have a chance to win the East.
Yeah, I know, but the likelihood of that is...
you get a home game, though, so you have to play for it.
Yeah, you have to, right? And you have to hope that Dallas does what Dallas does.
Any given Sunday.
That's it.
Yeah, Dallas is going to Dallas. So, they... you got any new exciting deals coming up? Working through some things?
Yeah, it's there's always something on the on the docket. I was just talking to one of the guys that was in here. I'm like, you have something, you just closed on something. If you have something, lined up, that's the way to do it. You just kind of keep churning. Like I said, we started this program off with new construction. We have a bunch of new construction deals that are working their way through that process. It's fun. I'm working on deals where I'm looking for buyers that want multi-million-dollar beach homes.
That's your specialty after last year, right?
Yeah. You get one of them a year. It's good.
That's
thing.
right. Yeah.
But and then you also have guys that are just looking for they're thinking about maybe coming down. They opening a business. They need some storage space. They need a garage. They want to get a place that they can have commercial downstairs and some residential upstairs. Kill two birds with one stone.
Which you think is an easy ask?
There is nothing.
Not so much.
There's nothing available. It's really difficult.
Wow. Yeah. It's when so many people want to come down here. The commercial and industrial space is they're limited.
Yeah. It's a challenging time for finding places. Inventory is still tight.
Mm-hmm.
There's more people looking. Something comes available. There's more people acting on it. You got your work cut out for you, which keeps it fun.
It interesting. It's part of the game. It's part of the real estate chase. I just had a conversation with one of my good friends on the way over here, and it kind of ties back to this a little bit. But basically, the conversation was, you just have to stay in the flow of life, and I think that ties into real estate. If you can just stay in it, in all aspects, stay in it, stay talking to people, you stay knowledgeable, you stay learning, it's going to come.
Right.
It's going to come.
Ebbs and flows.
It does.
Right?
It's like the tides, man.
You can't quit. You just got to stay on it. Things get lean and then things get green.
Things get lean and then things get green, right? Yeah. Keep going.
You just got to stay on it. You can't give up. There's going to be low times and there's going to be hot times. And you just got to stay in the middle.
Yeah. You just keep working. Yeah. You keep grinding it. And, that's one of the good things about real estate is you could have a bad morning and all of a sudden, boom, you're back in it by the afternoon.
Yeah. Things change quickly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see. 2024 looks like it's going to be good. Hopefully stay in the flow, keep moving forward and, get some deals working. I know if anybody out there is looking for new construction, reach out to us. We got some stuff coming on through our offices. We can make your dreams come true.
Yeah, just so for people that are listening, we have our first office, which was the Cape May office. That's like the mothership. In 2020, we opened North Wildwood on 9th and New Jersey. And then in the last year, we opened up an office here on the Lower Township, Delaware Bayside. All right, well, thanks for joining in with Kevin Quinn and Zach Rufo down the shore.
Down the shore.
Find yourself here.
Find yourself here.